Hi everyone, welcome to another Cosmic Crone conversation with me, Marie.
And me, Tina.
Yeah, we're in our favourite cake shop at the moment. It's called the Vanilla Cake Shop in Chirova. I thought you might be able to say hello to the occupant. But yeah, we just had a lovely cake, so excuse us.
Absolutely.
Right, well, we manifested having a cake today.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. But today's topic is about manifestation, because we put a poll on YouTube and the overriding consensus was manifestation. So,
but is it real or is it fake?
You go, because you've got a bit of a strong. We both have.
We've been doing this for like manifesting. Our very first one was abundance.
Yeah.
Through manifesting, but using different tools like the law of attraction, mantras.
Yeah.
And what was the other one?
Oh, hang on.
Positive.
But no, I've got laws of attraction.
What's it when you write things down?
Oh, it's gone. Whenever it'll come to us.
Yeah, when you write affirmations, that's the one. Well, we've been doing it for months and months and months and months since we started this channel.
Yeah.
Yeah. And things have progressed, but I wouldn't say it was through like the law of attraction. No. Because everything that I visioned has gone the complete opposite direction. And you get these gurus, don't you, these coaches that say, oh, but you're not in the vibration of making money.
Do they talk like that?
Yeah, they do, yeah. You're not believing it enough. And that's quite damaging.
Yeah.
That's quite damaging to someone. And I think this whole thing of the law of attraction and the book that was out and the film, which was The Secret, is a big con.
Yeah.
Yep. I've been investigating and looking at different ways the story goes. And the actual thing, The Secret, it was, the book was written by, it was an Australian lady, where I can find it on my mass of really terrible writing. I do not know.
We have to have notes because there's too much to go into in most things.
Well, the thing is, she wrote this book, The Secret, and it was very, very dramatised and like a story, and not really like a documentary. And there was a lot of false information in it. At the beginning, it was like, I found the secrets, to the universe, this 100-year-old book that, oh, look, all these people like in history, Einstein and so were using it. And it's all lies. It's all just a story. And there was a thing that goes about on the internet that Einstein was supposed to have said. And it is completely false when he said, and it's a famous thing that's become like a quote, everything is energy, blah, blah, blah. And he never said this. And they keep quoting this and pushing all this crap forward. Then they got Oprah Winfrey to push this. I used the law of attraction. It was just...
Was she successful at that stage?
Yeah, of course she was, yeah.
Well, everything's going to attract to her like a magnet because she's worth a lot of money.
Well, that's why they used her, and she obviously got paid to do it. But she was just endorsing it, as have other famous people.
They must have.
So
I wonder if some people. Yeah, go on. I'm thinking some people might have had a good experience.
Not saying they didn't, yeah, but if you're going to do a proper scientific study on something like this, you need to have both views, yeah? All you see on YouTube is the success stories. You don't see the fails. It's like doing a clinical trial for this drug's come out, yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
You know, or like this, does this cake work for you?
Beautiful
The
cake,
yes,
yeah.
But if you've got a drug come out, and 100 people are doing it, some get the placebo and some get the real thing, and then
Understood, yeah.
the side effects, that people have, and even clinical trials are liars. They lie because
the truth has been bent.
well, the thing is, what they do is a good thing, right? I mean, it's clever, not good for us. What they do is say if 5 people on this drug have serious side effects, they take them out of the program and put 5 new ones in, so they don't count.
Alleged.
That's how they get away with
Alleged.
it. No, that's what they do.
Okay.
That's what
Lawsuit
they do.
her way.
Yeah. So that's how they get away with clinical trials. And yeah, so what I'm saying is, you've got to have both sides of it to weigh up whether it's true or not. There's no evidence that the law of attraction works. There's no there's no science in it. No science whatsoever. And I am, even though I'm a witch and I do spells and stuff, I know there's something out there. I know through things that I feel and said, and things that I've seen myself, that I know that there's more out there. I believe in vibrations and frequencies. That is science.
So you can use those frequencies to be abundant and manifest.
That is still speculation. There's no evidence. Things vibrate, for sure. Yeah, this table is vibrating. It's what holds it. The molecules hold it together. I don't think there's any evidence with the mind and feelings having vibrations or frequencies. Does a feeling have a frequency?
Well, do you know what? When you think, let's take out the word of manifestation, right? When your thoughts are there, they say you can attract love, good relationships, and I don't mean boyfriend, girlfriend, I'm on about people around you. You think about, right, well, I'm not going to be here now, right? I'm going to move myself to this area of life, and maybe I'll come across people that are like-minded. Well, if that happens, then you've manifested and worked towards going there.
The thing with, I think manifestation is the wrong word.
That's why I said take it out for a minute. Yeah.
It's action and effort that gets you where you want to be. If you've got a goal, you want a successful business and you want to make $1 million a year, you've got to set things in place to make that goal.
Yeah, so
to make it happen.
Your energy.
Yeah. You've got to go out there and advertise or get customers or network. It's not just going to come to you. And this law of attraction thing, this you put it out to the universe like it's a catalogue, and then you just sit back and wait. Nothing's going to happen. And the thing is that
everybody's saying that though, are they? Sit back and wait. People are saying they need that more meat on the bone, so to speak, to say, well, if you would like to try and manifest this, it comes with a sort of contract of putting yourself into situations of your headspace of being positive.
But it's also about that being positive, and you can't have any negative. You have to believe, and you can't be like that all the time. You can't be constantly positive. You can't push your negative emotions back.
Right.
You shouldn't.
Are you saying about manifestation? So, because I think this, right, you be as positive as you can be. Be aware of the negative thoughts that get in your way, the negative situations that get in your way. Embrace that, but still keep your goal, which means you're having positive thoughts. You can do that.
Yeah.
You can. I'm not saying everybody can. So you have to accept that within that journey of positive thoughts, positive mindset, of a goal that you're trying to achieve, you're going to have a downside. I think that's where people are going wrong. You need to know that one day something isn't going to work out. It ain't going to work out. So, but nobody tells you about that little area. So when they're going, yes, come to me, I will give you the secret code to say this 3 times a day. Good, go and do it. Best of luck to you. But, and I can't talk for everything that goes on media in any sort of way, but if you don't do what they say, it seems as if they're saying, well, I'm backing you up. You're not doing what you should be doing.
It's like a cult.
Or you're not doing it right. Well, here you are. You probably are. I mean, no, but not everybody sits there with the and the in a dark corner or whatever it is, or in a field with nature. People sit on a bus. People sit in a car, and they go along and they go, do you know what? That'd be so nice to go and live in another country and maybe learn the language and maybe do this and that there.
And some people
how can I do that?
don't.
How can I set myself up to do that? You know, on a bus.
Some people are only dreamers, and we both took a leap of faith.
Yeah, I'm not saying
the chance.
That's what I'm trying to say. People can manifest. I think we could say manifestation is a dream, if you want to put it that way. I'm trying to get at, they don't have to be gurus themselves. They don't have to be just everyday Joanne and Joe who walk along, and you go, look in the distance, you go, do you know what? It'd be lovely to see that vision. Oh, do you know, I've always wanted to go to Australia. Do you know? And then as the days go on, the manifest, well, if I do this, if I put this money to one side, I'm trying to be really, really basic. It's not about flowers and rainbows, and it's about just normal people accepting that they can make a change in their lives. Would you agree or not?
Yeah. Going back to the law of attraction.
That's what I'm talking about.
You know, they say, the thing is, people say like attracts like. Yeah, that's like the law of attraction. But it's bull.
What do you mean like attracts like? Explain like and like. What's the likes?
So like attracts like. It's thoughts become things. This is what
they do.
No, but they don't. Not always.
I never said they always do.
So then they don't. This is going back to...
No, you just said... No. You said they don't happen. I say sometimes they do. And then you went, no, they don't happen then. Of course they do.
Because you're doing... Yeah, but if you do this study, like I said, yeah, it's always going to be like a 50-50. Some people do, some people don't. But it doesn't mean then it's real, does it? Because it's the law of averages. If you think something that...
Hang on, encapsulate what you're saying.
Right.
So are you saying...
years ago, right, when I was a child, I put this on a comment on one of them, right? When I was a child, I was completely obsessed with Miami Vice, Don Johnson and Philip Michael Thomas, you know, Ricardo and Tubbs, yeah? Every single day, every single night. As a child, I would dream I was working in Miami Vice, yeah? So thoughts become reality. Why am I working in Miami Vice now?
Did you go to Miami at any time?
I did. But I didn't become a...
No, you didn't.
Miami Vice.
No, you didn't. Did you go to Miami, though? Did you succeed in a little part of that?
Yeah, but it didn't get me what I wanted.
No, it didn't.
No, it didn't.
But you're not accepting that part of that came to fruition?
Because I thought it. No.
Wow. I don't think we're on the same situation, because I'm trying to say that not everything works out. But sometimes things don't always appear as opportunities the opportunity that you wanted, but part of that opportunity might come true.
You know, like we were saying, every day we was sending each other these affirmations, yeah, which we still do. Obviously, that gives you a boost in motivation if you're feeling down, doesn't it? Yeah, it's just boosts you up. But every day I'd be walking the dogs and I'd be like saying the same thing over and over and over again, and I think that is damaging, because all you're doing is you're saying the things, but when really what I should be thinking about when I'm walking the dogs is, right, I'm going to do this today on YouTube, or I'm going to sort this out, I'm going to sort that out, I'm going to do this.
I've just been saying that's exactly what.
Instead of me just walking, you know, I'm going to be a millionaire, I'm going to be a millionaire, I'm going to be a millionaire, I'm going to be a millionaire. Just, and it gets obsessive, and this is what a lot of people have found, that,
and it's damaging to some people.
It's like a cult. You know, and then it is, because you see them on stage, these gurus.
A mindset.
You see these gurus on stage, and people pay a lot of money to go and see them.
I'm jumping from social media to big stages. Are you saying it's all the same thing?
It's
a big stage, isn't it, media?
You know, and then they're pushing out to you and wanting you to pay money to go on their courses.
We're going in another direction now. Yeah. I'm talking about somebody sitting on the side on a park bench, thinking they should have gone to the big extreme.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's where it can lead to. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to,
people
understand.
Trying to start businesses and stuff, and a lot of people on YouTube, we've done the experiment. And remember, we was saying about cars, and every day I'd literally drive my car and imagine I was driving my dream car, you know, nice, shiny and stuff. And my old car died a death, but I got a new old car. But it's an old 25-year-old car. It is not what I imagined, not in the least what I imagined. You know, with a screwdriver, I would up the window, and I can't charge my phone because it's an old car. And it was.
Have you got one though?
Yeah, but it was going to happen.
Another car?
Yes, but it wasn't because I manifested it.
I never said you did. Yeah. I said, but did you get another car? So you're in a position that you've got transport. In any of that one in another car, was it you needed a car and wanted a car because it made it a lot easier for you to, you know, when you have to go and get stuff for the dogs or take them to the vets and things like that?
I needed to get another car. I had to have one.
So would you accept it wasn't this shiny, happy people vehicle, but you've got a motor?
Yeah, but I didn't manifest it.
Never said you did. The thoughts that you had, that you didn't manifest the car that you have, no? But did you manifest the fact that you would have a vehicle?
No.
Okay, all right. I'll stay off it
because my partner was getting his Navy pension. We knew we was, you know, we're going to do this, we're going to do that with it. And having a car was I've been for months and years with an old banger. Years and years.
So you don't think good luck, good fortune, a positive mind, that mean nothing?
Not saying not being positive, because it makes you feel good in yourself. We're talking about manifesting.
So manifestation doesn't make you feel good, being positive?
Well, I don't think that's manifesting being positive.
Manifestation is making you feel positive.
No, because I don't think I've manifested.
Okay, the process of manifestation, that can make you feel positive, that you're doing something in your life. I'm not saying it works, I'm not saying it doesn't work, but the actual process of manifestation, like, you know what, I want that, I'd love that car, and get that positive thought and those feelings going.
You keep saying about, you know, you want your G-Wagon, you see this G-Wagon. You've been putting it out there every time a G-Wagon says, oh, you're going the wrong way.
Yeah, go on.
Where's your G-Wagon?
I ain't got it.
Yeah.
Don't mean it ain't going to happen.
No, don't. Because you're being positive.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
exactly what I'm trying to put across to you. That I think that I have it in me to do things with you, to make a success of something. And if I get to that point, I'm being level-headed, get to that point where there's money available, that is what I'm going to get.
We've been trying to manifest.
Never said I
obviously
was there, never said it was going to
growing
come with a big bow.
YouTube and you know, making money for the dogs and stuff. This is why we're doing it.
We're doing it for the TRNC.
Yeah. The Animal Rescue Family.
PayPal.
Yeah, SOS Dogs 2017 at outlook.com.
Pour your money our way because the dogs need you.
And that's another story, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because forever I was trying to manifest a house on the land, and it's gone in the complete flip opposite direction, and we've got to leave the land now because they're building a road
For
it.
a new future, for a new outcome.
So now I am in
But I get what you're saying, absolutely understand that people can sideswipe you with stories of, if you do this, this will happen. And and it doesn't.
No, things come to you because you bloody work hard. You know?
And you might have thought of how to.
There's no secret, secret way of doing
exactly
it.
what I said
It's
at the
just
beginning
hard
about
work.
sitting on a bus, and it's not the
and ideas, having
exactly.
ideas.
That's what I'm trying to say. It's so down to earth. It's so in the core of yourself that you can make things happen. And if they don't succeed, those thoughts along the way, hopefully, you've learned to accept not your limitations, but because that's that's a sort of negative.
Again, they say this, like, oh, there's no limit. If you want 1 million, you put it out there, you can have that 1 million.
Just by saying it. Oh, I agree with you on that level. That you go, I'm going to get £1 million tomorrow. I'm telling you.
Because if you could manifest it, everyone would have it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right, but I put down some hard work, thoughts to envisage bigger, better things. Okay, there's an energy that you're putting together within yourself. If somebody sat there going, nothing's ever going to change, and I'm going to sit here, and the demeanour is of no self-worth. You don't have to use that word of manifestation. You just have to use that word of believing yourself that there's something that you could achieve. There's something you can achieve. I'm not putting any labels or any limits or on what you can achieve, but to have that thought that you can achieve something in life for the better, for you, for others, I think that's a nice feeling.
Yeah, when you look at the successful people, when you look at going back to these coaches and stuff, they've made their money through preaching this, being a coach.
But they've done it.
But they're doing it through being coaching
one of those
the manifestation and getting people to pay their
they've done
things.
It. You see, that's why I'm smiling, because people have done it through
being ruthless. That's what they're
being ruthless, being clever, to know there's an area
having a
of
business
people
head,
who are
using people,
desperate to create things for themselves, and because it doesn't happen, but if you do this and you buy this book, you can, that is culture, a particular cult. And
the thing is as well, once you click on these on YouTube, they are addictive. You click on it, you start getting they're just inundated on your YouTube feed, and then you start clicking on other ones, and the thing is, it really damaged me, because I got to the point where if I don't do it today, it's not going to happen. I've missed a day. It's not going to happen. And I've had to wean myself
It's
off
like
of that.
obsessive compulsive, isn't it?
I've got that type of personality as well.
Never.
Yeah, I have. Yeah, apparently. So, but yeah, I'm
I go, take it easy, man. Don't I? It's all right. We'll sort it.
My head is full of creative ideas that I can't get them all out at once.
Yeah.
That's how I've
And then
always been, you know.
And you end up, and I went, be careful, you're going to burn out. And you have.
Yeah.
And you have. And it's not because I'm clever. No, I'm not going to say it, am I? It's not that. It's because I've seen it in people so much that it's happened to me. And I can, you know, I can understand why somebody's, but we've got to do this, instead of putting a brake on or putting the handbrake on or
You know,
doing
another
a
thing,
donut.
what's damaging as well with this, the secret law of attraction thing, is they say that if your life is shit, it's your fault. If bad things have happened to you, it's your fault.
Isn't it?
That is really bad. Yeah, it is. Because some things are out of your control. Last week we did free will. Okay?
Free will.
Free will.
I couldn't hear you. Free will, yeah, sorry.
Didn't we? And I can't remember what conclusion you came to, but the scientific conclusion was there is no free will.
Oh, I said there weren't.
And obviously, like we said, some things there isn't. You know, you didn't ask to get abused. You didn't ask to get raped. You didn't ask to get cancers. You know, you didn't choose to. So, you know, there's no free will in that type of thing. How is it your fault that you got raped or you got attacked? How can that, you know, the law of attraction say, oh well, you was in that
I don't think anybody was manifesting that.
Exactly
What? It's not manifesting it, so
it just shit happens.
Oh, shit happens,
Doesn't it? It's not your fault.
I hate that
But the law of
saying.
attraction is saying it's your fault.
It really
It's culty. It is culty. You know, people will spend their last pennies going to this convention or whatever where this person's going to go up on stage and speak and pitch their crap, you know. And then, you know, do you want a better life? Yes, we do. Do you want to be successful? Yes, we do. Do you want to
be
the best you can be? All right. Yes, we do. And then, have you got 10 grand to give me? No, I ain't.
Oh, you're going to have a shit laugh then.
And I spent months visualising. And you can say, okay, some things worked, some things didn't. But if I didn't visualise, I would still have had the same results. If I didn't try and manifest them, these things still would have happened.
Okay, let me
not happened.
You were all for all this.
Yes, and now I've come out of it.
Right, yeah.
Changing my mind about... I was always... When I read The Secret is by Rhonda Byrne, the book about the law of attraction, right? She goes on about, like I said, she writes it like a storyteller because she is a writer. Yeah, she's an actual writer, and she can tell a story. When you read it, it's like a dream. You know, oh, I didn't realise I found this secret. It was in a book 100 years ago, and it's absolute claptrap. But people have, you know, she sold 35 million copies in and made 30 odd million quid.
Right.
And it's been in 100 different languages, this book. It's literally like a bloody Bible.
Right.
And people so believe in it.
Ah,
you know?
Right, okay. So they're using it as their so-called Bible or their that's what you do to create wealth, happiness or whatever. Am I right or wrong? Is that what you're saying to me?
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
But it's nothing in that book has been proved, and a lot of it is lies.
Isn't that
because she puts quotes in. most religion, well, all religions, really, isn't it?
Are you
Or
saying that
cults.
that's a religion?
It's like a cult. It is, yeah. And a lot of people online are saying the same thing,
Oh, right.
that it's damaging and it's dangerous.
And she's never come out that you know of. I'm just asking to say it's just a book.
It was a bit like that woman from the body shop years ago, wasn't it?
Oh,
You know, years and years, and you'd see the adverts of her going to Africa getting the cocoa beans or whatever.
she never went, did she?
But you look at the ingredients on the chemicals, it's like maybe 1% of whatever it's.
Oh, hang on.
You know,
So
if
it
it's
was all an
cocoa
illusion.
butter. Yeah,
So that's that book. The Secret
yeah.
is all an illusion.
It's just lies and made up from
I
an
think if you're
idea.
coming from as well, I think if you're coming from an area of anger, you're angry at things not going well, you're angry at the world, you're angry at yourself. What's the other word I used? You're hurt.
Yeah.
You feel hopeless. Isn't
And-
anybody a magnet towards anything?
Yeah, they're looking for a way out. So everything in the universe is energy, and we are our thoughts, or as are our thoughts and feelings. This is what they claim Einstein said, but he never said anything whatsoever like that. He never said that. So that's one thing. And there was also, I don't know if you've ever heard of this, besides manifesting, yeah. There's this thing about water, and his name is Dr. Emoto, and he ain't a real doctor, but he's like an alternative doctor. He done this experiment with water, and he put positive words on bottles of water and negative words, froze them, and then he said, look at the chaos and horrible patterns this water is by the horrible words, and look at these beautiful patterns. And it was a bogus experiment, and it was pushed out that, you know, positive words work, you know, and manifest this beautiful pattern in this water, and the negative ones don't. And the whole thing was a load of rubbish, basically. Not enough evidence. And someone else redid the test, and it was not inconclusive. And the guy who endorsed it or who was part of the experiment, was one of the co-writers of the book, Law of Attraction.
Okay.
To see how they're all interwoven into each other.
So you're saying it'd be really nice if you
know.
use the process of manifestation, if you use the process of law of attraction and it worked all the time. Is that what you're...
Yeah, so if manifestation did work, wouldn't we all be happy? And
Doesn't it work at different levels?
what do you mean different levels?
What I said a lot earlier on about that I had a dream, and I manifested in my eyes that I would move from my country and go and live somewhere else. Didn't pick the place particularly in my mind, but I did. But that was through me planning, me working in a job where I thought I could do some stuff that nobody knew I was doing, and putting money aside, making provisions. I was giving myself positive thoughts to, okay, this piece of life is poop. I don't like it. It really drags me down. So I've got to do something to get out of that.
And how did you make it happen?
Like I said, with hard work, with moving forward. But if I hadn't had the thought, being hard working and not having a vision of something you want, they go hand in hand. You wouldn't be working hard and trying to give yourself opportunities so you could sit in front of a TV. You'd be working towards something. So you are internally giving yourself strength.
But do you agree you can't make things happen just by thinking about them?
See, the reason why I hesitate to say it, because yes, I do think you can think things and they can happen.
So you could win the lottery then,
Yeah, of course I could.
just
But I've got to put it on.
by thinking about it.
Yeah, of course I could.
I see. I've tried,
But I haven't.
and loads of people
You never
have
said,
tried.
I never said I will.
Yeah, you're one person. Do you think out there are millions of people who must try this, and there are every single day. And I actually saw,
What, for the lottery?
yeah, to win the lottery. I've done it. I've meditated on numbers.
Yeah.
I have drummed them into my head, and I've done the same ones week after week, thinking, okay, maybe
But
next week, maybe next week.
But I'm
maybe
aware
next week.
that I may never do it. I'm aware of that. My fixation isn't, I'm going to win it. I better put it on again. I'm going to win it. If I miss that week, oh God, I've lost my chance. That's it. I'm never going to do it.
But
No,
I would even go to the point
that's not my
of
thought
imagining
process.
me sitting in my house with my, you know, going to the shop and picking what furniture I wanted,
Yeah.
this and that. And this is what this girl done. She said she won the lottery by manifesting.
Right.
So she's one person.
You in all this, you're like debunking the fraudsters.
This is
Is that
one
right? Is that the
person
right
that says
wording?
she's manifested. Yeah.
Good.
So everyone's concentrating on this one person.
Right.
There's 10,099,000 who haven't, who've done exactly the same thing as
Nobody's
her.
arguing with you
No.
about that. But I'm with you. If somebody says, if you do this, you are going to win the lottery. This is it. What about when Stephen Greer says, if we all think this at the same time, this thing will happen? Has he? Can you understand? I'm not trying to debunk.
No.
I'm not trying to have a go, but that's the same argument, isn't it? That if we all think of something at the same time, you know,
Not something happening. We're going into something.
No, all right then, look, your manifestation, you're saying they're not working, they don't work at all. Is that what you're saying?
How do you find manifestation? I'm talking about the law of attraction, as in for manifesting, doesn't work. Because like does not attract like. At the same, there's so many sayings, right? There's opposites for every saying. Like attracts like, yeah. But there's another saying, opposites attract.
Yeah.
Isn't there? No, they both contradict each other. Absence makes the heart grow fonder.
Okay.
But there's also out of sight, out of mind.
Right.
So they both are complete opposites.
Right.
There's no right or wrong. They're just sayings, and that is all they are. They're just sayings.
So what's that got to do with manifestation like for like?
Because it's not true. Like attracts like.
You're believing that that doesn't?
Yeah, I'm believing it doesn't anymore.
Right,
Looking at that book and how everything has progressed from that book, it's just all blown out of proportion. And you know, it's taken serious subjects of if you want to call it manifesting, and even to the point of like witchcrafty stuff, you know, where I will do a spell and I will ask for something, or you know, I will put it in there, and hopefully I'll get it. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Do I really know that is it real or not? Because again, you get that 50-50. If it does work, then it would work all the time.
No, I don't agree that it would work all the time. But I do agree that I agree with a lot of things you're saying about people taking advantage of people's goodwill. But I also believe in the fact that personally, things don't always work out how you think they should or want. Be aware that there's things will go wrong, and if you use your power of attraction, your manifestation things personally, I'm not talking about the book, I'm not talking about going to mass audiences. I'm talking about just yourself. It's what you believe in. And
So
if
how would you manifest something?
I'm not going to go into that right now, but I'm just saying that my belief is things can be attracted to you in how you live your life. So if I slept in a corner and did nothing, nothing would come near me, would it?
No, of course it wouldn't.
Right? So if you go out, you might meet somebody, you know, and you bump into somebody and they tell you about something that's going on. This is going to go on and on. But
Yeah.
forget that. Forget everything I just said. But,
I understand that it's like a
you know,
fate thing, you know, you was meant to
look,
meet that
that's what I'm trying
person,
to
like we met,
yeah.
how we met.
Yeah.
I don't think we manifested that though. I think it's.
I thought that one
there's
day I might find somebody who had the same
there's a-
sense of humour as
I
me.
can't think of a word or a saying. It's like saying it wasn't a coincidence, it was fate that we met and that we're doing what
Kismet.
we're doing now.
That's another one, kismet. Yeah. But I agree with you that people are taken in by rules and regulations. If you don't do it this way, if you don't give me £20,000 every time you want to take a test on this, see if you're doing well. Yeah, get all that. I do agree with you that each day that if you do it and nothing happens, that you can get disillusioned and down, and bad things, you know, within your mind can happen. Agree with you, absolutely. But what I'm saying is you have to have that other side that I've been trying this, I've been trying positive thoughts, and it doesn't seem to be working for me. And I'm feeling quite down about it. But you know, I'm resilient. I'm going to try and do something else. You have been doing something recently where you've had to go down this road, down that road, down that road. Have you given up on this particular idea? No, because you found within yourself, you know, that doesn't work, that doesn't work, that doesn't work. You've tried to manifest things. You tried to manifest
I'm
things.
just thinking, it's manifest the right word.
No, I don't think so, and that's what I keep saying, because I don't think it's a label. It's a label to attract a way of thinking or a way of living your life. I just you just think that so your conclusion,
Okay.
because you're going to have to do a lot of edits.
Conclusion. The law of attraction.
Doesn't work.
No. If that includes manifesting in it, no.
No.
I've spent my whole life, you know, working hard, really hard, to do things
You have.
that have got me not even nowhere, but actually backwards. You know, and it's like, for sake, universe, give me a fucking break. But I don't think the universe cares. I don't think, you know, it gives a shit. You're just, you live your life. You die.
This is a complete 360 on what you started out doing, isn't it?
With manifesting.
No, you just said, does the universe exist then?
No, not exist.
Oh, sorry.
Care. So last thoughts.
It's within yourself. You can attract certain things to happen in your life, but you have to put in the hard work.
Yeah.
You have to.
So I think basically the law of action, the law of effort.
Yeah.
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 And with that, let us say our Cheerios.
Bye from me, Marie,
And me, Tina, and we'll see you next week.
on a Cosmic Crone conversation. Into music.
Bye.